Alright, bring a trailer. We're going to do a walk around video right now. Start with the interior. My goal with this video is to show you everything that I know of that's wrong with this car. I'm going to be really nitpicky, so that hopefully you can feel pretty confident when you buy it. Alright, let's get into it. Let's start with this. There's a little bit of the finish coming off the steering wheel right here. I think that is the only spot. Alright, top of the steering wheel sometimes feels a little bit rough. It's almost assuredly not going to show up in the video, but I don't know, it feels fine right now, but sometimes I notice it more. So this trim right here is a little bit damaged because there's an iPhone pouch here, so if you put an iPhone in it, it actually damages the trim. You can see a little bit of damage here with the trim there. The shifter obviously starting to get a little bit worn. The armrest kind of creaks a little bit, and you'll hear that in the driving video. You also hear some clicking in the driving video. That's because I have this piece of trim rivet here. This is extra. You'll see in the records that the shop replaced one of those. They didn't need to replace it. I had it. Alright, so then we'll go over here. This is going to be a little bit difficult to show, but we'll see if we get lucky. Alright, so the window, passenger side window rolls down fine. If I roll it up, sometimes, yeah, it does that. Alright, so it goes up and then comes right back down. But what you can do is you just kind of inch it. Oh, we're going to have the whole video. Alright, there we go. And then it goes. I think it could be the window regulator. I don't know. Because I know that you can kind of inch it up, it has never bothered me that much. First thing in the morning, when you start the car up, there is a little bit of an odor coming from the air conditioning system. I think that's common on these cars. I'm told that you can fix it by turning the AC off before you park the car. Like maybe the last 5-10 minutes drive, turn the AC off, keep the fan blowing, it'll dry it out in there, and then the odor will not be a problem. I don't notice it most of the time. It's usually just first thing in the morning. Alright, let's talk about this speaker trim right here is cracked. I think that's the only one. Then we'll go, let's pop the hood so that we can go under the hood in a minute. Pop the trunk. Alright, let's start with a little bit of a bigger deal. This rim, I hit a pothole. You can kind of see a little bit of tire damage. You probably can see it better in the picture. The rim has a ding in it. That's a little bit different than your normal curb rash. This is the only wheel that has that kind of damage. All the wheels do have a little bit of curb rash. They also have this other thing. You can kind of see it. This is I think brake dust that gets kind of, or dirt or grime that gets on the wheel. You can see here that it actually gets like baked on, especially in this little crack right here. You can wash it off, I noticed, but it kind of scratches the wheel a little bit when you wash it off. So you can see in the pictures, again on Bring a Trailer, I did wash it off. You can see that some of the wheels are scratched a little bit from washing it off. I don't know if there's a good, gentle way to clean the wheels to get that off, but you might want to look into that. I didn't want to scratch the wheels anymore, so kind of trying to keep them clean as is. Certainly the wheels are in okay condition. Not excellent. They look great from 20 feet. Up close, you know, could be better. Alright, not going to spend too much time on that. Otherwise, all the wheels are in fine condition. Okay, let's go under the hood real quick. There's basically nothing wrong under the hood. Where's the clip? There it is. I did just replace the hood struts, so they're good. When I had the car detailed, I had them clean under the hood, so it's all clean. There's a couple spots where maybe a little tab is broken here or there. A little clip has fallen off. You know, things like right here, the tape has come off. You know, it's kind of typical for a car that's 10 years old, 11 years old. Otherwise, everything's great. Let's talk about some of the damage, rock chips and stuff. All right, so we have this platypus license plate. Maybe you hate the way it looks, but you probably love the fact that it doesn't damage the bumper. So do with that as you will. Let's talk about paint chips. There's a few. Here's a bigger one. Here's a bigger one. Here's another kind of medium-sized one. You know, it has paint chips. It's been a daily driven car. I don't know how well you're going to see them in the video. There is a big one on the roof, actually, right here. This is kind of the biggest, most obvious one on the car. This happened when I had a huge rock hit the windshield. The car's got a new windshield as of probably, 15,000 miles ago? Happened right when I got the car. It is not an OEM windshield. Those are absurdly expensive, but it does have all the right everything for the garage door opener. It does have this top, I think, it has a window tint up here, a tint layer. I don't love that, but it was going to be a lot more money to get one without it, and I think a longer wait too. I think they just didn't have it in stock. All right, so in terms of non-rock chip damage, there's a little ding here. Most of what you see right now is probably just dirt and bugs. Okay, so I did notice when I took it in for the latest recall, they said there was a door ding. I don't see a door ding, and then he kind of pointed it out, and if you get in the absolute perfect light, let's see, it's right here. There's a little ding. I hadn't even noticed that until they pointed it out to me. But then when you walk to the car in the BMW dealership, it was just the way the light was hitting it was pretty obvious, but most of the time it's not. Okay, so back here, there's a couple small nicks from license plates and other such, parallel parking city type damage. It's actually pretty good. And the logo here is starting to crack a little bit. Obviously it still looks decent from 10 feet, but that might need to be replaced at some point if you're interested. This third brake light was replaced, but it still has some chips here that I noticed, and I wondered if it was replaced before there was officially a recall on it. I think there's a recall on it, and I wonder if that's what the recall's for. I don't know the answer to that question. All right, in the back, in the trunk, this little cargo net here, the top elastic band broke. I tied it back together. It still, I don't know, kind of works, I guess, but it's just knotted on this side. What else have we got going on in here? Nothing really. What can go wrong in the trunk? I am going to include this. This is a tubeless puncture repair kit. It's a tire repair and a compressor. Belly jumper cables are not included. There's a tool bag. There's a cargo net. All that's included. And this Craven Speed. This is the license plate mount for this car, and the plug. Yeah, see, there's the plug in this bag for the bumper, right? Because there's a piece of trim that you got to take off to put the thing in place. But there it is. So you get that too. All right. So that's it for the trunk. One thing I didn't show in the pictures, at least not yet, maybe we'll take some more, is this car does have a folding rear seat, which is super helpful if you ever need to carry anything a little bit bigger. I'll just leave that there. And then, of course, you can kind of see it. The rear window tint is bubbling. That happened in the last couple of years. It's pretty recent. I don't think it was like that when I got the car. So What else? Is that it? Oh, the mirrors. Let's talk about the mirrors. The mirrors are auto-dimming mirrors. The auto-dimming, they're starting to get a double image. I took pictures of it, so you look in the ad. These corner markers are starting to be a little bit cloudy on top. And is that it? Might be it. I guess yeah, there's one more thing. It's not really damaged. What I noticed is this car is starting to get this kind of grime stain along this edge right here. I don't know how well you can see it in the video, but it's worse on the driver's side. Not as bad, but still present on the passenger side. But you know, luckily once you close the door, it's not super obvious. So yeah, that's the walk around video. And otherwise, car is in excellent condition overall. And you'll see in the driving video that it drives great. It's really quiet. The engine sounds great. The engine's also quiet, which is something that I personally love. Very comfortable ride. Very nice sounding engine, but not too loud. So great for just driving around town. Great for canyon carving. You really can't hope for a better package. And this one, 76,000 miles. It's going to be 76,400 and some change. It's, you know what they say, a great driver's car, right? All right, happy bidding.